Shalom, shalom. Making this video real quick, man, just because I've heard it enough times that people make excuses as to not wanting to serve the Father because they say that he's so bad and he allowed curses to come upon the people, and that's terrible. I just want to bring it to everybody's attention that the only reason that we are cursed is due to our disobedience. Go back to Adam and Eve when they were in paradise. Everything was bliss, man. They was chilling, no pain, no suffering, no work, rest. That's all you had to do was rest and not eat of the tree. They ate of the tree, they got the boot. Once they get the boot, you experience pain. You have to work. Life goes to a whole nother level. You don't just get the good, but you get the evil. That's what that fruit gave you. Anyway, from there we could have chose to repent. Come back to righteousness, do good. We chose to do the opposite. Sin increased. Look at the Tower of Babel and all that. Look at today. We still don't want to really hear what I got to say about a thing, which is what my Father has to say about a thing. But anyway, sin increased. And our Father stayed faithful through all our disobedience. He didn't have to tell Noah that the flood was coming and what he needed to do to survive that thing. But he did. And look at the heart of man. Even after that, we continue to sin. That's where you get Nimrod and Ishtar and all that. Mystery Babylon and all that. So the sin actually increased after he saved us the first time. So you take all that and then, man can't get it right, this, that, and the third. So he gives us a sacrificial law, which, the goats and the lamb, keeping in mind that these goats and lambs does nothing to actually appease the sin of a man. The fact that he found that acceptable was grace and mercy in itself. It was an extension. Like, I love y'all, bro. So I'm gonna let this ride, which is faithful, which is loyal, which is good. But even beyond that, he decided to come down and become flesh and be the perfect sacrifice for man. Because again, the goats and the rams, were never really sufficient in the first place. So he saved us from our own disobedience, which we chose to do and choose to do to this day. So I think that speaks to, him being a great and awesome Elohim, wonderful, magnificent. You know what I'm saying? But what y'all choose to do is continue to disrespect him, be disobedient and ungrateful of these actions. And then you want to blame him for the shortcomings that you experience from the disobedience of, like, I don't get it. I feel like y'all lost perspective. And the whole point of making this video is to hopefully give you that perspective back. We dropped the ball. And since we dropped the ball, our Creator has been trying to help us pick that ball back up. Y'all choose not to hear these things, but the only way we're gonna fix ourselves and the world is through his commandments. They're perfect. I do them to this day and I enjoy them, bro. Like, I will never go back. They are not grievous. They are fun. So the fact that y'all say y'all want to have fun, that's not really fun, bro. I lived it. So I'm coming from both sides of that equation. But I'm not going to get too much on the soapbox. I just want to kind of bring y'all perspective. And that perspective is, we dropped the ball. We were disobedient. We should have died then. He chose not to do that and give us a way out of our disobedience. At this point, we do have free will. So it's up to you to choose or reject. That's your only two options. You don't get to disregard and act like this is not happening. You know what I mean? So I advise you to accept. But, that's the end of my little message. So shalom, much love. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay cool out here. Deuces.